Me don't know if the video gonna cut short or not, but I say, listen, I don't go around just telling everyone I'm an Hebrew Israelite, right? But I am, right? But I am the most I say I am that. That's what I am from the 12 tribes, you know what I say? Judah, firstborn Levi, you know what I mean? So I say, and a person say, I don't get down with Hebrew Israelites. They terrorists. They this, they that, you know. Man, you don't even know everyone who can number the children of Israel. They're like the sand of the sea, right? So I say, why you want to put everyone in the same boat? Though we're all in the same boat, right? And if you're not on the boat, you're not on the ark. You're not part of the ark of the covenant, maybe. You know what I mean? There ain't no reason to be a hater and just putting everyone in the same boat just because other people claim. There's a lot of people claim to be things that try to click up. You know, it's called infiltration. You know, they infiltrated to click. You know, try to make someone look bad. But hey, it ain't stopping nothing. You know what you are. Be that. You know what I mean? You ain't got to talk down. That's blasphemy. You're talking about you're walking in the way, but you're bearing false witness against your fellow Israelite brothers that has awakened in the land of their captivity. He said, you shall awaken in the land of your captivity. Because you can, what, do good deeds, or you can be a good shepherd, you can feed the flock, you know, or you do some good things and you think you're good. That's it. That's all you're gonna do. Now you did all this stuff and then you start talking about someone else. Well, maybe they just woke up, you know. Even if us Israelites, us Hebrews just woke up, which I doubt it. I doubt that we started waking up a minute ago, just people wasn't paying attention, you know. It was the great awakening. You know I have awakened in the land of my captivity, you know, from being our ancestors slaves and whatnot. And still, you know, people have to, you know, whatever. Yeah, pay to live and pay to go, you know, your written life. And so you know what? Yeah, you say Christ like you emanate from that. Well, you emanate from that, my brother. Go right ahead. You know, but the Most High say be a good, humble servant. You know, did you create life? I mean, you create me, man. You know what I say? If you ain't from my tribes, those tribes or whatever, hey, listen, I still ain't got no problem with you. You know, and if I ain't from the tribes, I ain't got a problem with the ones that are. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, it ain't like the Hebrew Israelites, as far as I know, they're going around slaughtering nobody. Maybe with that word, you know, it's a two-edged sword, you know, it can cut deep, you know, because you see, they got something and you don't have it. You're blinded by the light. Who fault is that? You turn to some man that another man created. There's many prophets and apostles and ancient ones that walk the earth that I'm sure did what the Most High commanded them to do in their generation. But you take one generation and you want to sum everything up. Yeah, okay. I think you're kind of slow, partner. And so, you do whatever you want. I serve a living Father. I serve a dead one, because I'm sure he speaks to other people, and I hear them, because some people have it on their tongue, some people don't. Some people know, and some people won't. He said, think not what thou shalt say. I will put the words up on thy tongue. I will imprint them on your heart. So, is that in another generation, or is that now? In my life, am I not worthy to serve the Most High? Well, work a job. I'm given life. I got breath. I'm thankful for my left leg and my right, and so on and so forth. I went there, but I'm just saying, why? I mean, it's a lot of people doing wrong. You could talk about them. Focus on the bloody man. Focus on the bloody man. But you don't want to do that because you know why? You like the things that they bring to the table, plundering, and trodden down, so, yeah. can't beat them, I might as well join them. You know what I say? You know, when I say I ain't with no camps, I don't mean that I ain't with the camps, you know. I don't want to separate my brothers that has awakened. You know, I ain't gonna do that because I haven't really met them and talked to them, you know, in the flesh, you know. In the spirit, I hear things that I can relate to. So, you know, I mean, but people stuck on stupid, dumb, you know, I ain't trying to be dumb, you know. If you always known, then why ain't you always, you know, been a preacher or a teacher? You know, I'm still learning. I'm still learning what I can share why I'm learning. It's up to another person whether they receive it or not. You know, I mean, some of it they might not understand. What is he saying? I'm saying, yes, I'm an individual. Yes, I was lost. Now I'm found. And you know, it didn't take me to find. You know, many are called, few are chosen. Go back to the basics. You know what I mean? To the drawing board if you have to. But I want to keep on going now, living in the present, the now. You know, I ain't in the now, but I'm living in the now. So are you, wherever you are, whatever time it is, if you're far, far away, you know, the time change, you know, the sun ain't up, you know, maybe it's down, but this sun ain't never down. If you get me drift, you know, though energies and vibrations, they try to, you know, get you like that, but hey, what you going to do? Give praise and glory to the one, the most high living one. He said, put no one beside me. Who you putting beside him? Yourself. You know, you see, I don't, you know, lean not on your own understanding. I don't just lean on my own understanding. And if you think I do, then I'm telling you, you're bearing false witness. What word you created? You know what I'm saying? Dude, you know, when you get mad and you want to say something about these brothers out here, you know, on the highways and the byways, making their election sure. You know, you ain't doing nothing but talking about them. What work are you doing? You know, you ain't showing no scripture. You ain't doing nothing. I have shown scriptures in my own phone, and I speak scripture, and I try to keep it with me everywhere I go, you know, at all times. You know, as I say, I try to be the book of life. You know, testimony. I try to be the book of life. You know what I say? I mean, because I am life, ain't I? Now, if you got ears and you hear me, you with me. I don't care what you're saying. You can disagree with whatever I said. But right now, you're here with me if you heard what I just said. So, I don't know what you're doing. You don't really know what I'm doing. I mean, you kind of do because I'm speaking. You can say, you're speaking, you're talking. I don't know if it's true or not, but you're saying praise and glory to the Most High and giving thanks to those angels around you. And, you know, I don't know if I do that, and I don't know if I say that. But, you know, if you don't, then you know it ain't for you, right? It just ain't. But if you know that and you do that, then you know why. Thank the Most High again. Yahuwah. You know, Yahweh Shah, I say, it ain't no problem. The Redeemer, Lord of salvation, Messiah. I say, the Abba, above, below, beyond all. Yeah, I talked enough. I'm just saying, man, it's kind of aggravating, but you know, it is what it is. You know, people are going to be blotted out. 2/3 shall be cut off, they say. 2/3. Let me say it again. 2/3 shall be cut off. From whom? From what? You know, did you ever think about the 2/3? Are you one of them? Did you ever question that? You know I had to question that. You know what I mean? Hey, 2/3. What side am I on? You know, you don't want to be blotted out, and that's the truth. You know, if it's a lie, then tell me how. Tell me how I just lied. I mean, I had to say that. You know, man. Shalom.